Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Black Accountant. It's your boy Mo. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and let me know in the comments of any kind of content you want to see going forward. So I'm gonna get right into it, as I always do. So today I'm gonna be talking about what happens when you don't pay your taxes. And this is kind of a question a lot of people typically have because, as you may or may not know, there are always consequences to any kind of action. So, number one, the first thing that happens when you don't file your taxes is nothing is going to happen immediately. All right. Once the tax season kind of ends, generally speaking, usually it might be months, it may be weeks, it may be a day, you will get a notification from either the IRS or the Franchise Tax Board or both asking you to file your taxes. And they will give you that notice, which is basically a warning telling you, hey, we noticed you haven't filed your taxes. You need to do so. And they're a lot more aggressive with this when you actually owe money rather than when you have a refund. So it's better to be prepared to do that. So if you don't file your taxes, once you get those letters, the wisest thing to do would be to file your taxes because as you can imagine, then you will have to start to face penalties. And aside from penalties, you'll probably also owe interest on whatever amount you owed in taxes. So this is in the case of the scenario that you that you don't have a refund. So like if you actually owe the money to the IRS or the Franchise Tax Board, they will hound you for these things. And they will send these notices in varying capacities. But after a while, it'll be like, hey, we need you to file your taxes or else we will physically or forcefully take it. So both the IRS and the Franchise Tax Board are a little bit scary because they do have the ability to freeze your accounts. They also do have the ability to forcefully take that money from your accounts as well. Granted, this isn't something that just happens right off the bat. They always do give you written warning before any of those things happen. So they either garnish your wages or they can just claim your return if you're filing multiple years, like if you're doing, say, your 2017, 2016, etc., like previous year returns, and let's say you filed your 2018 as well, and you had a massive like refund in 2018, they will not give you that refund without having subtracted what you owe for the previous years. So you want to make sure that you file in a timely amount because you don't want any of these negative type scenarios to happen. Now, also, you don't want to miss out on your refunds as well because you can file back taxes. Say you had a refund in 2016, but you didn't file your 2016 taxes and now you're filing them in 2021. If you had that refund, you will not be able to claim that refund. You only have 3 years to claim refunds. So as of right now, you would be able to claim your 2018 refund, your 2019 refund, and your 2020 refund. Anything before that, even if you did have a refund but hadn't filed your taxes, when you come to file, you will not be able to do anything with those refunds. They don't even get used to cover any kind of amounts of tax that you owe down the line either. So it kind of just disappears, but you still do need to file them. And there's various reasons that you would need to file your taxes anyway, aside from just the fact that it's necessary based on the filing requirements, because you need it to maintain either some type of citizenship for certain types of applications and for certain types of grants and loans and fundings. So you need to make sure that you file your taxes. And those are like the main reasons you want to do that. Another thing is the IRS has about quite a few years really to audit you, but they typically speaking, they audit within the first 3 years of your filing. So let's say I filed my 2018 return last year. Since that time of that filing, they have 10 years to look into that and decide what they want to audit. So I could have already forgotten everything about my taxes for that year because so many years had passed, but I will have to go back and physically try to figure that out. And again, I think I mentioned this in one of my previous videos, but if you're going to be somebody that hasn't filed in a while and you're thinking about filing your taxes, just request from the IRS and from the Franchise Tax Board or the state that you want a wage and income transcript because, again, they do have a record of everything that you made other than cash income. So you want to get that unmasked version so that you can go ahead and get your taxes filed for those years and become compliant. And it's super important for citizenship status for most people. So those are kind of main reasons that you would want to file your taxes. I know the video is titled "What Happens When You Don't File Your Taxes," but again, nothing happens initially. But if you put it off and you actually did owe an amount, they will hound you for that money. They can freeze and garnish your accounts. And at the same time, they will consistently send you letters. So you want to avoid paying extra fees and interest by filing on time within the regular window. So last year, when you were filing your 2019, they had up until, I believe, July 15th to file. This year, it's back again to just regular April 15th. So make sure that you file by that deadline. And again, actually, this is another tip that you could do. Say you owe money, you can actually file your taxes in January, February, or whatnot, and then choose a later date before April 15th to have the payment taken out of your account. This is actually really beneficial for most people who need to budget and save, especially if you owe a couple $100s. You can save it up over a month or two and then just have it, like, you know what date it's going to come out of your account, so you can just have it ready from then on. So I kind of went off on a couple tangents here, but let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. That's all I have really for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys next time.